This is Floss Tube number 8. Today is December 11th, 2021. Clearly, I have missed several days along the way. So this is going to be a really short video tonight, hopefully to just be able to contribute another day to my project here with my first Flossmas. Thank you for joining me. I'm kid-free in this video. My oldest, who was with me for the last two videos, is at his grandmother's, and my other two are busy playing on their video games. So here I am. I will show my stitching and then I will ramble about my day for a few minutes, and then I have a giveaway winner to announce, and so stay tuned for that. The only thing I had to show as far as stitching today is my Oh Holy Night nativity that I worked on, and I knew that was going to happen. Let me try from this way. There we go. Trying to film at night and get shadows in there. But here is my Oh Holy Night Wise Men, and I worked more on this red rose colored cloak. So I love them, love them. They seem to take a long time for some reason. I don't know why. I also feel like this might be a 28 count fabric. I thought it was a 32 count, but I feel for some reason like the stitches are more like a 14 count type stitch. Not that I'm an expert on that, but I don't know what I'm talking about, but it just seems like it. So that's the extent of my stitching since my last video. I do have a giveaway that I'm announcing in today's video, as yesterday was the 10th, and so on the 5s of each, on the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 leading up to Christmas, on the 25th, I'm doing a giveaway as part of my Flossmas. So today's giveaway is gingerbread trio, ginger, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And I will be doing the drawing at the end of this video. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I wanted to go ahead and film this, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer and then pop in another video at the end with drawing. I'm going to actually write them on slips of paper like my son recommended, because there's not very many, but I wanted to wait another hour or two to give anyone a chance to join that wanted to, since it was only it's only like a really short time to enter, because it was just yesterday. It was actually really late last night. I was up super late last night into the wee hours of the morning, couldn't sleep. I had a bunch of caffeine yesterday, and even though it was in the morning, I guess it affected me late, so I couldn't sleep. So I was on Instagram just scrolling through cross-stitch things, and at one point, Debbie, a Creatively Yours, who's one of my favorite floss tubers, she mentioned, or she had a post rather on Instagram that she had a new video up and a screenshot with the little play button, and I was like, yay, excited, I'm gonna watch this. And I kept trying to click on the picture. I kept hitting it. Why won't this work? What's the matter, you know? And it finally dawned on me after way too long that this is Instagram and this is not YouTube, and I need to actually move over to her channel on FlossTube. And at that point I realized it's probably time to go to sleep. So I watched that today. Another floss tuber I want to mention here, and I will definitely be talking more about her in my next floss tube update, is Amanda at Lucky Chance Stitcher. I love Amanda. She has been a floss tuber for a couple of years and is easily one of my top favorites ever on FlossTube. And she took a break for a while. She actually took down all of her videos, and she's back. I'm so excited that she's back. So if you watched her before, or if you're new to her, I highly recommend, when you have a chance, please go over to Lucky Chance Stitcher and watch her. She is just lovely to listen to, beautiful stitching. She's just wonderful, and she's definitely worth the watch. And I think she has another video coming up soon with finishes to show. December 11th, 2021, in today's cross-stitch news, there was breaking news earlier this afternoon when Chris Cross-Stitch went live. Clearly there is a future in news anchoring, as I can clearly speak the breaking news. He popped up live on YouTube, and I was so excited. I texted a couple of people and told them, quick, get on, I can't believe it. And he actually called me out. He knows me well, and he knew that I did that. So, but that was super fun. If you missed it, he's been asked by, I know, a lot of people to do a live again. And so soon I hope to see him live again. He said he will be letting us know about that. So do stay tuned for that. And then in other news, I just wanted to briefly mention the passing of Michael Nesmith, just for kind of a historical thing in my videos for me to refer back to. Michael Nesmith passed away yesterday, December 10th, 2021. If you are not familiar with him, he was one of the Monkees, one of the 60s group, 1960s American group that was some sort of like the Beatles. It was supposed to be America's answer to the Beatles. I know the Monkees get a lot of teasing and a lot of flack, but I am a huge lifelong fan of the Monkees. I am not ashamed of it, and I will happily talk Monkees, just like with Cross Stitch, to anyone who wants to listen. And so there's only one remaining member now, Mickey Dolenz, who sung the lead on such hits as I'm a Believer and Steppin' Stone and Last Train to Clarksville. You may know some of those. Pleasant Valley Sunday. If you know any of those songs, that was the Monkees, or is the Monkees. And so Mickey's the last one remaining. Mike passed away at 78 from heart problems, heart failure. He was very ill for the last year and quite frail, but he and Mickey actually just completed a tour less than a month ago. They went on a tour throughout the end of the summer and into the fall, and their last date was November the 14th. And he blossomed. He went from starting out quite frail and forgetful at the beginning of the tour to just really opening up on the road. And if you comparing the beginning to the end of that tour, you could tell he just had a twinkle in his eye, and he was happy, and he was doing what he loved to do. And I think that he really was able to appreciate the Monkees fans now, and to really hear the love and support coming from them. And that's really special to know, because for a long time he was ashamed of the Monkees, even publicly, and wanted nothing to do with them. So he finally got to that point. And he had an amazing career, I should say, besides the Monkees. He wasn't just a Monkee. After the Monkees, he went on to do all sorts of stuff with his solo career and television and comedy. And Michael Nesmith actually is very much a pioneer in the country rock genre. He's from Texas, and so he incorporated a lot of country music into rock music, and was very responsible for that sound in the 70s. And then he also started making music videos before music videos were really a thing. I mean, you could say that the Monkees and the Beatles and their movies even had music videos, but he came up with the concept of playing them on the TV. And he would say that MTV came about because of him. I don't know how true that is, really, because I don't know all the details, but I do know that he was very pivotal in that happening, and the idea of that happening. Mike had some great solo material. If you've never heard it, I recommend you go check it out on YouTube if you're interested. He really was a poet, I think, more than anything, but he did have some great solo things that very unlike the Monkees' music. And I have a lot of great memories and stories from the days when I followed the Monkees, and so I was able to hang around very briefly with Davey and Peter and Mickey, not all at the same time, separately, but they're wonderful, and those were the guys that I mostly knew. Mike was a distant kind of star to me, but I appreciate all that he did and all that he contributed to the world of entertainment. So thanks, Papa Nez. And take care and happy stitching.